Hello, good morning everybody. My name's Gary. Welcome to the Daily Ramble here on Claret and Booze. Happy Spursday to you all. That day has come around again, the Spurs' Cup final, when they travel across to the London Stadium, hopefully to be met by a rather enthusiastic performance from our boys. I'm going to talk about that today, and I'm going to talk about the transfer news as well, because believe it or not, there still seems to be a lot of activity. There's a lot of activity, and I'm going to go through some of that. Some of it seems to be real as well. I mean, what the hell is happening? I mean, I don't know, but I like it. Before I go there, if you haven't done so already, please could you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Claret and Booze. It helps us a lot. And also hit the like button and click the bell notification icon as well, as long as you enjoy the video. So, onwards and upwards. Spurs. So Antonio Conte's men will make their way across to the London Stadium, and last year it was a strange one. The one we won 1-0 last year at home, right? Antonio got a winner, great day and everything else. But the day started really strange for me and my son Ross, because we took a wrong turn out of a pub in Hackney Wick, and we ended up right in the middle of about, 300, 500 Spurs fans, and there were some real knuckle draggers in there. And some of the songs they were singing were really hurtful. I mean, it's terrible to witness up close. I mean, you don't usually see wildlife up that close unless you visit your local zoo. There was quite a lot of really quite close to the marked songs coming out. And my abiding memory of that is this game. If you read on Twitter, the Spurs fans, this is your cup final, blah blah blah. Nah, this means a lot to Spurs fans. You only had to walk in the middle of them to find out how much this means to Spurs fans. So don't let that fool you. Anyway, some Spurs fans I quite like. I've got quite a few friends who are Spurs fans and relations as well. And they're largely okay. It's the irritating ones I can't stand. And there are a lot of them about, especially on Twitter. Like wet spam. They kind of they class that as an insult. Okay. Anyway, on to the game. Antonio's got a fabulous record against Spurs. He loves a goal against Spurs. Now, whether he starts the game or whether he comes on from the bench, they will be dreading the sight of Michail Antonio. Spurs themselves are doing really well. They've got a really, really solid looking team, and they steal games. That's what they do. They basically they stop other teams from playing. They're very solid defensively, and when no one's looking, they go and nick a goal. And that's the way a lot of their games seem to go. Having said that, if you look at their results so far, nothing particularly impressive in there this season. I mean, they got a draw away to Chelsea. They've beaten Southampton at home, which was a big result. They beat Wolves at home, I think. And then the last game, I forget who they beat. It'll come back to me in a minute. But anyway, it was another a smallish team that they beat last time. So it ain't like they've gone and put any big teams to the sword just yet. I suspect they will, because they are they look like quite a tough proposition. But let's and this game might have come a bit too early for us, because we've got all these new signings, getting them in, getting them to gel, perhaps playing in a different way, a different style. I don't personally expect much out of this game, even though I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to West Ham, because I hate predicting that we lose. If I was doing it with my head rather than my heart, I'd probably go for a draw. But I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1 because I'm like that. I'm all optimistic and stuff. And anyway, who would have thought that we would put Liverpool's unbeaten run to an end when they come to the London Stadium last year? It just takes a good performance, a brilliant performance, everyone pulling in the same direction. Let's hope that we can get some of our players. Rice played almost a good game the other day. In the second half anyway. He played like half a second half really well. He really came on. Bowen improved towards the end. We really want to see those players step up now. And, let's see if David Moyes has got any tricks up his sleeve for tomorrow. But one thing I will say is, please don't play a back three, because we played Spurs 3 times last year. We played them twice away, and I went to both of those games, both equally disappointing, in the League Cup and the League. Both times we played with back three. Yes, I know Masuaku was at fault, largely, but I don't want to play a back three against Spurs. I really don't. It seems to invite them on. And look, the most important thing tomorrow is to remain solid, and let's, I don't know, it depends who he's going to line up with. You know, I can't personally see Antonio getting any joy with that Spurs backline the way they are at the moment. You know, it might need to take something innovative from David Moyes to unlock the door. But one good thing we have got is we've now got options. We can mix it up. So say he started with Scamacca like he did on Sunday, and hopefully it gives him a little bit of a bit more service this time, because he frankly got zero at the weekend. So if he did that, then he's got Antonio to come on from the bench. I'd like to see Ben Rama starting this time as well. I think fitting in the new players, that is a job for another day. And and let's be honest, when you look at some of the players we've brought in, we're starting to have a pretty decent, a very decent looking squad, aren't we? And that brings me on to my next topic, which is transfer news, because a very decent looking squad the way it is at the moment, and we've sprinkled a bit of pixie dust in there with Lucas Paqueta, or Paquetá, that's how you say it. Even though nobody does, that is how you say it. He's been described. He was actually described on TalkSport as somebody who could reach the heights of Payet and Di Canio in being someone that we actually love, because he just does things that are out of the ordinary, and that must make West Ham a different proposition. He must get the free roll. Surely he must get the free roll, right? Like Jesse Lingard got the free roll. He wasn't asked to defend. Now, this is a class above Jesse Lingard, so surely that is what Moyes is going to get him to do. At least I hope so. Now, when you look at the other people we're interested in at the moment, by the way, there's a rumour that Pablo Fornals might be looking at a move away to Barcelona. Now, I love Pablo, I really do. And I love having him around. He always does the job. But let's be honest, his game is kind of quelled at West Ham. You know, he's largely there to do defensive duties, and that is not his game. I think if he could get a move to Barcelona, that'd be a dream for him. And if you look at the slower pace of that league and a team that's always in possession, that could be an amazing move for him. You could see Pablo Fornals go on to turn into a bit of a superstar, I reckon. But anyway, look, whatever happens with Pablo, love him and good luck to him. But I hope he stays. We're also linked with Ross Barkley. Now, this is something that David Moyes was asked about, and he didn't deny. He actually mentioned that he had him when he was a kid at Everton. So again, that's kind of teasing and tempting. If we could pay the right money for him, you know, Moyes likes a rescue project. He likes a player like Lingard, who was, you know, let's face it, Lingard wouldn't be getting paid 200 grand a week for Nottingham Forest if he didn't do so well at West Ham, and that was a recovery job. He didn't do that recovery job anywhere else. He went on loan, did he? So that is what Moyes can bring to someone like Ross Barkley. If Ross Barkley has the commitment still, if he still has the desire, who knows? Maybe David Moyes knows. I don't know. Another one we're being linked with heavily is Wan-Bissaka from Man United, right wing back. He looks, you know, again, he's a quality player. Would that signal the end, perhaps, of Soufal at right back? I don't know, but it's certainly interesting. What else? With the one final one is Conor Gallagher. Now, Conor Gallagher and all these players I've just read out, you know, they're all quality players. This is putting quality on top of quality. Conor Gallagher playing alongside Declan Rice behind Paqueta. That's sort of the stuff of dreams, isn't it? I mean, that's a pretty amazing midfield right there. You know, so that also, you know, to me, if we were to bring like Ross Barkley in, I would expect the likes of Lanzini to move on, and that might be also a reason why. I don't even know if they're listening to offers for Fornals, but if they are, that might be the reason why. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting couple of days, and you know, DG David Gold might do that tweet where he says, "Don't go to bed." This time, I might believe him. You know, stranger things have happened, but one thing's for sure: this has already been one hell of a transfer window. So congratulations to David Moyes, Newman, all the recruiting staff and the club for backing them and putting the money up. Because it's amazing when you look at it. And this isn't a sort of random selection of players we've bought here. As Nick touched on in his video, Max Cornet and Paqueta played nearly 40 games together for Lyon the season before last. They know each other. Paqueta also knows Emerson as well, right? So these are not just random picks. This is it's squad building, but it's not like having a bed in a load of strangers. So that's really good. And I think the higher quality the player, usually the easier they are to bed in anyway. So look, that's me done. Keep an eye on the news in the next couple of days. We'll be having some more shows. We hope to do a celebratory Spurs review. Well, look, we do one whether we win, lose or draw, to be honest. But we'll do one of them late tomorrow night, me and Nick, and then we'll bring you the closing news of the transfer window on Thursday, and hopefully we've got some more good news to share. But other than that, I'm in an upbeat mood this week. An upbeat mood. I'm looking forward. Everything is good in West Ham land. It's amazing what a win can do to your mood, because I was getting desperate before Sunday, I have to admit. Anyway, look, that's me done. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. Please subscribe to our channel, Claret and Booze on YouTube, and hit the bell notification icon. But until next time, see you soon, and come on, you Irons.